everyone. Sorry this video is so late. I've been working on uploading it all day long. 2 times in the editing software, just before I was ready to hit publish, the software program crashed and I had to redo the whole thing. So this is the 3rd time. Wish me luck. Due to all the stress, I had to binge eat 2 toaster strudels. Without further ado, here is my video. Hi friends, we have another video for you today and I'm really excited. It's going to be a fun video. As most of you know, we've reached 1,000 subscribers this past week and I'm so grateful and excited. I can't believe this day has come and I am truly grateful to have you all here with me. I have a lot of fun stuff for our video today. We're going to have a giveaway and that will be coming later on in the video. And just a small thank you for watching and commenting and liking, subscribing to my videos. Really appreciate it. Okay, well, let's get started. I had some questions from last week I wanted to go over on the video. I figure if one person has a question, maybe more than one have the same question. So we'll go over those. So for our questions last time, and if I pronounce any of your names wrong, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have Ava. She wanted to know if I work outside of the home. I do work outside of the home since 2003, and so I do real estate outside of the home, and that's mainly what I've been doing lately, and these videos. So I love doing that. I love working as a real estate agent, and I enjoy helping people find their gathering place. That's what I like to call it, and I've been doing it for a while, and my clients end up feeling like family, so that's my job. And then Kristen asked, do I live in Arizona? And if I do, which I do live in Arizona. I live in Mesa, Arizona. She wants to know, do I have to deal with rattlesnakes, black widow spiders, or scorpions? Okay. Yes, all of those things are in Arizona. I've never dealt with a rattlesnake before. I live more in town. There is some land near here, this government land. This is on the other side of my subdivision. And I had seen a snake dead in the road going to my mailbox before. I don't know if it was a rattlesnake. I didn't go investigate. I personally haven't had to deal with any snakes by my house. I've lived in Arizona. I was born and raised here my whole life, and I never had to deal with any snakes. Well, I take that back. When I was growing up, I think I was maybe like 12 or 13 years old, we lived on a piece of property that had irrigation. And I had a sleepover with a bunch of girls for my birthday. And we were all in the living room, middle of the night, painting our nails and just, eating and hanging out, listening to music. And all of a sudden, a girl that was staying the night at my house said, "Look, a worm!" And we all look over, and on her leg, she had what she thought was a worm crawling up her leg, but it was actually a baby snake. And I'm like, that's not a worm, that's a snake. And then we all screamed, and my dad came out and took care of it. So that's the only experience I've had with a snake in Arizona. I do know that if you go hiking up in the mountains or in the desert, I've heard of people who've run into rattlesnakes, but typically they just, they hear the rattle and they back away or get away real quick, and there's no encounter. So I hope not to have any encounters with snakes anytime soon. As far as black widow spiders, I've seen those off and on throughout my life. I've never been bitten by one. I do have our house sprayed every other month by a pest control company, And so I think that helps keep those away. Now, scorpions. That's a different story, and I don't like to even say that word because I feel like it invites them into my life. We do have them here at this house, and that's why I have pest control come every other month. Since I've been having pest control come every other month, knock on wood, I haven't had any in the house, and we haven't seen any recently. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. Kristen, if I see one after this video, it's all your fault. I've never been stung by one, and growing up, I never ever saw them. Only as an adult, I've seen them. So, I don't know. I guess you just deal with it when you live here. So we'll just move off that creepy subject. Jackie asked if I have any other hobbies. I have lots of hobbies. It's hard to think of them all. Of course, cross stitch. I love photography. I won a best of college contest for a photograph I took. It was a bunch of colleges around the United States, and I was actually published in a book. I'll have to find that book and show you the picture that I won part of the contest. It's a picture of my husband twirling the fire knife. And so I'll look for that and show you guys. I think that'll be fun. I also enjoy, all different kinds of crafts. I like to paint and make floral wreaths and arrangements. Anything crafty, I really enjoy it. I like to draw and paint. I like decorating, holiday decor around my home. I think that's a lot of fun. So what got me into cross stitching was another part of Jackie's question. And my sister was on YouTube watching home tours for the holidays. And she came upon Priscilla and Chelsea's home tour for Christmas. And she called me. She's like, oh my gosh, you have to see these ladies for their house. And she goes, I love their cross stitch. And she told me about the prairie schooler tree that Chelsea and Priscilla has, and how beautiful it was, and how she wanted to make that. So I went and watched the videos, and I fell in love with their decor. So I went to Walmart and I got a little pattern, $5 pattern, because I didn't want to invest any real money in it if I didn't like doing it. And I did a little ornament for my Valentine tree. So that I loved it. So that's how I got into it. I just went from there. I'm all crazy into it now. And then another question Mindy asked about my Stitch With Me video, how I was holding a pillow in my lap, and she wanted to know if that helped with my stitching. And the reason why I have a pillow in my lap is because I like to put my pattern on top of it, and that way I can have my pattern up closer so I can gaze down on it really quickly. So my son, Hunter, just joined me in the room. So if you hear him in the background, that's who it is. Because he's my tech guy. He helps me with all my technical stuff, difficulties. I'm technically challenged, people. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Mindy asked me about the pillow on my lap and if it helps with my stitching. And I usually hold a pillow on my lap because I put my chart on it. That way I can just move my fabric over and glance down the pillow and my chart's right there. And then also it kind of serves the purpose of a fan. That's a really powerful fan above me. And so I kind of get cold, so that pillow is like a little extra coverage. Keeps me warm. Kristen wanted to know what inspires my floss color changes, and are there certain fabric colors that I prefer? Well, Kristen, basically what inspires a floss change is just trying to keep costs down. I have a lot of floss on hand, And if I can find a color that works for that project that's similar, I try to use it. Also, if I don't like a color, I might change it, but that's not usually the case. Typically, it's just trying to use what I have already on hand and in my stash. And sometimes I'll buy, if it's a kit, or sometimes that quarter shop will sell a pack of floss for a particular pattern. And so sometimes I might just buy that floss pack for fun. And so I can use 4 colors. But otherwise, if I'm pulling the pattern from my stash, I try to just use thread and fabric for my stash as well. I have a bunch of fabric I picked up here and there. I don't have a preference. I do like the coffee tea dyed fabric a lot. But I'm starting to use other colors lately, like blues, and I think it's fun. I don't care for stitching on black a whole lot. It's a little harder, but I really like the end result of the project stitched on black. So I use black fabric as well. If you have any questions for me ever, just throw them in the comments. I'm happy to answer those for you. Okay, next. Oh, I wanted to talk, I wanted to thank Kendrick Stitcher. She gave me a shout out on her video, and it was so sweet, and it caught me off guard. It was such a nice surprise, and thank you so much. I love watching her videos. If you don't watch Kendrick Stitcher on FlossTube, check her out. She just had a beautiful blackbird design finish Christmas garden and had it framed, and it was so beautiful. Her work is amazing. So thanks so much for shouting me out. I really appreciate it. Okay. We will move into my widths. And I keep a cross-stitch journal for every project I have, and in it I list the project name, designer, when I started it, when I finished it. I don't count stitches, but I do track days I stitch on and how much time that day I stitched. Just for fun. I think it's interesting to hear how long a project takes somebody to stitch. I'm not the fastest stitcher out there, but I just try to stitch and enjoy it. So I don't push myself to stitch fast because I don't want to feel stressed. This is about de-stressing. And so I have currently started this year 27 projects, and out of those 27 projects, I have 22, let me see, 22 projects finished for this year that I started this year, and my goal was to stitch 20 for 2020, so I already have 2 more finished than my goal, and I actually have 23 projects finished, but one of them I didn't start this year, so I'm not counting it. Okay, so my first project I'm going to show you, my whip, is by Blackbird Designs. It's Casting a Spell, and it is stitched on 25 count oatmeal Lugana. I really enjoy this fabric. I love the texture and the color on it. And it's a nice fabric to stitch on. It's by Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet. Hunter, will you check make sure I get it all framed in here? So here is my fabric piece. And I love the progress on that. I have stitched on this one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5. So far, 8.5 hours. I'm almost finished with this segment of the pattern. I'm using my own floss colors. So I just looked at the front of the pattern. Actually, here's the pattern, Casting a Spell.
If you do it there, you can see everything fine.
Okay.
That,
okay. So, Casting a Spell by Blackbird Designs. I'm going to try to stitch this, I think, all on one piece. So, this first segment here, I'm stitching all together. I'm not going to do a break. I'm just doing it all together. And because they have that in the back of the pattern here. for like a pillow. So all together. So I'm using this. So I'm almost finished with this first part of the pattern. And the fabric I'm using, the floss I'm using is heirloom gold. Let me just lay it on here and then I'll show you. Heirloom gold, tea and biscuits for the window, inside the windows. I'm using DMC 3371 for the dark chocolate color, chocolate brown color. And for the orange, I'm using Silky Cotton Petite 12 weight. And it's number 0568. So here are the colors I'm using. Love it so much. So that's casting a spell. My second whip for this week that I worked on is Snow Village, Snow Boutique. So I worked on my Snow Village series, Snow Boutique, and that's my finish for this week. And this village right here took me 13 and a half hours to stitch that little village. I had some frogging I had to do. I got off count more than once, but turned out cute and I like it a lot. I have 4 more villages, 1 more row to stitch, and this will be finished. This was a kit from Back Quarter Shop. I'm stitching on Country French Rain 16 count Ada, and I'm using the called for floss. And this is by Country Cottage Needleworks. All right, my next whip is Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. I'm going to be stitching it all as one piece, and as I'm doing this project on 27 count Rit dyed Linda fabric. And I Rit dyed it myself with 2 different color brown. And it's a huge piece of fabric. It's really big. There's my progress so far on the top border. And I haven't cut the fabric yet. This is really long, see? But it doesn't bother me when I'm stitching. I just treat it like a blanket on my lap. The colors I'm using on this project, I traded out all the colors to colors I had on hand. And I'm using all the Silky 12 weight Cotton Petite floss that I have. So the colors I'm using are, for the purple I'm using Silky Cotton Petite 1235. The yellow for the moon is number 4002. It's a variegated floss color. I'm using the orange 1184. And the darker orange is Silky 1246, and the light blue color is Silky 1205. I'll insert a picture here of all the colors I'm using for Halloween Rules. So far I've stitched on this one since last week, where total hours would be 5 hours. All right. The next project I worked on this week is a secret for somebody for Christmas. And you'd be amazed at the people who are commenting to me about how they think it's for them, or they hope it's for them. Anyway, I can't show you what it is, but I worked on this week for an hour and a half. It didn't get as much time as the other projects, but I still have a lot of time left before Christmas. And no, Hunter, it's not for you. Sorry. He's rolling his eyes at me. Okay. And then the last project I worked on this week was Halloween Revelry on sort of picture here. And I'm stitching this on 28 count even weave. It's a light blue color, but I dunked it in coffee quickly and rinsed it out. So there's not hardly any modeling on it. It's just really lightly grungy. And I stitched on this one.
Grungy. That's gross.
Grungy's not gross.
Grungy sounds gross.
I had changed from a different fabric over to a new fabric. This is my progress so far. I like it much better. I've stitched on this one 5 hours. It's really fun. I love how it's turning out. So, yeah. All right, those are my whips for this week. I think we're gonna do our giveaway. So we reached 1,000 subscribers. I'm super excited about that and super grateful to everybody for subscribing. And I have some giveaways for you all. I have 3 new charts for our giveaway, and I have 1 share that I finished. So I have a total of 4 giveaways. Just a few things to remind you about for our giveaway. You're going to use a keyword in your comment. You need to be a subscriber and like the video. And also, you need to be over 18 years old. If you're under 18, just get mom or dad to comment for you. Because you have to provide me your address. Also, you don't want to use the word giveaway. If you use the word giveaway or prize or something like that, then I have to delete your comment because I don't want these to go to people who are not really interested in stitching. Also, if you are a subscriber, but your settings are set to private, it won't allow me to see that you're a subscriber. So I'll have to pick somebody else. But just go check your settings. If your settings are set to private and you don't allow people to see what you subscribe to, I won't be able to tell that you subscribe to my channel. So make sure you're set to public. Okay. So for our giveaway, I have, by Silver Creek Samplers, Izzy DKN. And for this one, if you're interested in entering for the giveaway, I want you to mention in your comment Halloween. And that's how I'll search for the giveaway. Okay, the next chart I have for you, I bought 2 of these by mistake. So the second one is now a giveaway, and it's by Blackbird Designs, Summer's Last Rose. This booklet is so beautiful. There are lots of projects in here. It's a Loose Feathers 3rd pattern from 2012. And let me see how many patterns are in here. 1, 2, 3 patterns. They're beautiful. So if you would like to be entered in the giveaway to win this one, you would need to say in your comment, Rose. So if you say Rose, I'll know you want to try to win this new pattern. The next pattern in our giveaway is called Catitudes, the Second Litter. And it's a booklet by Jeanette Cruz Designs, and it's full of the cutest little kitty patterns. Let me see how many patterns are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 patterns. Packed full. It must be, well, there's more than 9 patterns here, so. Oh, 10 patterns, just one on the back. So, if you would like to be entered in a chance to win this cat pattern, I want you to say cats with an S. C-A-T-S in your comment. And then the last giveaway I have today is a share. It's a pattern I recently finished, Memorial Day. And if you, by Hands On Design, if you would like to be entered in to win the share, for me, it is, I want you to use the word flag in your comment. So 4 chances to win. Just a small thank you for all your comments and all that and your support. I just really am super grateful. So this week I wanted to tell you about a little bit about what I was up to. I like a week and a half ago, I was showing my sewing room to some friends that were over, and my grandson was here. And after I got done showing my sewing room to these friends of mine, my grandson was like, "Let's look in this room." And he went to the room right next door to my sewing room in the hall, which was his old bedroom. They used to live with me, and then they moved out to their own apartment. And so he wanted to show my friends his old bedroom. And I felt bad because when he opened the door, it just had like my lights and food storage and boxes and this and that, kind of just like a storage unit, right? And so I felt so bad. It made me sad that he always wants to go in there. So, I realized I have to make that into a grandkid's room. And so this week I cleaned out all the stuff that doesn't belong in there. And I ordered some sticker wall art to put up. So I got 3 different stickers to put on the wall. One is of trees with leaves and birds. And then I ordered, he loves dinosaurs. So I ordered, I think it's a Brontosaurus. Bronchiosaurus? Oh, I don't know. My son Hunter says Bronchiosaurus. Anyway, I ordered a dinosaur, and then I wanted to have some butterflies for my granddaughter. So I ordered some blue butterflies, and they're like hard cardstock 3D. They're really cool. So I ordered all that, and I put it up on the walls, and I'll insert some pictures and video here. And then I didn't tell my daughter or my grandkids what I was doing. And then I brought all their toys in there, and we have a little tent. It's like a little tent that has dinosaurs on it that they can play in. I put that in there, and they came over yesterday, and I wanted to video my grandson walking in and get him all caught on video and his reaction. So when he got here, I was helping my daughter rush around getting some stuff. I told my husband, watch him. Do not let him go back there to that room. Well, yeah. My husband did not watch him very well. Next thing you know, my husband's like, he went back there, he went back there. So I was running to catch up to him to get his reaction, and I missed it. I was so mad. Anyway, so I still got some video of him in the room. And he loves it. So we played in there all day yesterday, and I got him some blocks, and he loves to pretend he's cooking us food. So I went and got some, food, kid play set of food items, and we played in there with the blocks and the food all day, and he had so much fun. So it was worth all the work. I'm still gonna try to put up a bed or something in there for like nap time, but right now it's just a playroom, and he loves it. So, speaking of which, Hunter, I need you to hang some curtains in there. So I'm going to put Hunter to work today, it's his day off, and have him edit this video and hang curtains for me. What do you think, Hunter?
Yep.
See? I got it on camera. It's documented. Anyway, so I'm going to do that today. Oh, haul. I wanted to show you my haul. Okay. Well, Where do I start? Every week. All right, I ordered from Fat Quarter Shop, Cafe Mocha Country French 14 count Ada. It's 25 by 36 piece. Pretty fabric. I also ordered from Fat Quarter Shop. I had previously ordered Calvin and Clyde from Stitching with the Real Housewives. And I ordered this before, I think a couple weeks ago. And I went to Hobby Lobby and I got the board to mount it on. And so I had these already. And then when I was watching, when I was on Fat Quarter Shop, I saw that they had made a floss pack for this. So I ordered it. And it has all the colors in it. They're really cute colors. Let's see if I can kind of show you the colors. Anyway, they're really pretty colors for fall. So I ordered these. And on the pattern, it looks like they're using like a Rit Dye blue variegated piece of fabric. But I have left over Country French Rain, this blue color that I was stitching my snow village on. I have a big piece left over and it's 16 count. So I think that would look really great on here. So I think I'm going to use this fabric here. It's big enough piece. And this fabric, let me make sure the name is called, yeah, Country French Rain 16 count Ada. So I'm going to use this piece of fabric. I think it matches the board great. And then I think these colors look really pretty on it. So that's what I think I'm going to use for my stash. The only color I'm worried about is this Chesapeake Bay by Classic Colorworks. I don't know if when it's pulled out, if it's going to show on here enough. It kind of looks like it in this lighting, like it'll be fine. But in the other room, it looked like it matched it too closely. But in here, it looks like it might be okay. So when I go to stitch it, if it's too close to the fabric color, I might change this color. But all the other colors look great. So that's my plan. As soon as I finish one of my current whips, I'm going to start this one because I want to put it out this fall. So hopefully I get something finished soon so I can start this one. I might just start it. You never know. So that's that. And then I went on to Hands Across the Sea samplers, and she released a new, what does she call them? Little Gem. And so I got Agnes Husband 1862. It's like a red and green sampler, small sampler. So I printed that off as a PDF. And like I told you, I put it in clear sleeves. I printed on cardstock and I put it in these really flimsy folders from Walmart in the school section because it lets you fold it back. So if you're working on your pattern, you can just fold it back and it lays flat, nice and flat. So I got that PDF. I also ordered from her website, Jane Marshall, and it's Jane Marshall 1857. I don't know if you can see these very good. I hope there's not a glare. So I got that one. And another part of my haul, I ordered off Fat Quarter Shop this puzzle, Thimble Blossoms. It has like thread and a rotary cutter and a jelly roll and fabric and just like quilting tools and pins and stuff. I thought it was really cute. Who knows, someday maybe I'll put it together and then, you know how they glue it or whatever so you could put it on a wall or whatever? I don't know. I don't know why I bought it, but I did. And then I have one non-cross stitch haul that I wanted to show you. So back when Twilight came out, about, what, 10 years ago, I took my nieces and my daughter. we went to the midnight showing of when the movie would be released, the whole series. And I read all the books back then, and I heard that Stephanie Meyer released a new book, and that series is called Midnight Sun. It's got a pomegranate on it. Looks like pomegranate. Nothing gross. Anyway, it's the Edwards version of the story. It's pretty thick. I don't know when I'm going to find time to read this. Maybe when my hand hurts, I'll take a break and read this. So that's my haul. I think that's all I was going to talk to you guys about today. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video so you can be entered to win some of our giveaway charts. And if you have any questions, please list them below. I'll answer them probably in my next Stitch With Me video this week. I'll do another Stitch With Me video. And I think that's it. Anything else I need to add, Hunter?
No.
All right, he says nope, we're good to go. Have a great day and stay safe. And until next time, happy stitching.
Swarmy.
There she is! Eating a Pringle. Hi everybody. I just wanted to come back on real quick and let you know that I forgot about one of the giveaways I have for today. That Quarter Shop told me I can offer $25 gift certificate. So if you're interested in winning a $25 gift certificate to Fat Quarter Shop, just mention in your comment, mention the word grandkids, and if you have any or not, and how many. So as payment for waiting until the end of the video and watching all the way through, you get an extra opportunity to win. Once I choose a winner, I just let Fat Quarter Shop know your email address, and they'll send you a link with a $25 credit. So mention the word grandkids, if you have any, and how many. Okay, good luck. Bye.